Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the RyPod, live from the closet. I'm Ryan Wilson here with my fiance, Solomia. Say hi.
Hi.
You might notice we sound a lot better, and that's because we are using somewhat professional microphones.
Ooh.
We're moving up in the world a little bit.
Well,
Just kidding.
yeah.
We're borrowing my work equipment because
we can't afford
it will
this.
sound better from this than on the laptop. So, just gonna do just some sports news. A new quarterback signed and everything, and COVID starting to open some sports back up. Talk about that a little bit, and then we have a Cleveland Browns game that I'm excited about.
I'm less excited.
I don't think Solomia is very excited about.
I'm a little depressed.
Okay, but we'll get into that later. So actually, we'll first start with NBA's starting July 30th. Baseball will start apparently July 23rd. I'm excited that sports are going to be back. Whether it's in a bubble like the NBA is doing or MLB, I guess it'll just be fanless. They haven't really talked about a hub, but 60-game season was finally agreed upon, and my defending champion, Washington Nationals, need to start off strong because this now with only 60 games, like every game's going to matter a lot. So, I'm just excited to get sports back because we're dying all cooped up in here.
Well, that, and I'm not really excited anymore about watching you play sports video games.
Hey.
And trying to tell me, well, look at this.
Well, it's yeah.
It's not the same, guys.
No, it's a problem. But we're gonna get sports back soon. So we're just really excited about that. And the big sports news that's come out, and I think this was on Sunday, and we're recording this on a Wednesday, so depending on when the news came out, Cam Newton is signing with the Patriots. Very exciting. Very happy for Cam Newton. I fully believe he deserved a job in the NFL. The fact that he was cut when he was bogus on Carolina's part. And he signed with a ready-made roster, in my mind, to maybe compete for a playoff spot in that division and probably get to maybe another AFC championship. So, Solomia, what do you think of the move? Who's not as high on this?
No. I always like to remind my lovely fiance that a few years ago when the, as he calls him, amazing Cam Newton was in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, he was.
He played against Peyton Manning.
Say, league MVP.
Yeah.
15-1.
Yeah.
I had a right to pick them in the Super Bowl.
Not a closer, though.
Okay.
And in that Super Bowl, Ryan picked the Panthers and
So
was
did a lot of
high
people.
on Cam Newton,
So did a
and
lot of
I
people.
said, nope, I don't think he can do it. I've been right a lot about those kinds of things. For example, Lamar Jackson, also not a closer.
It's a little early on that. You're
Still going with
it.
it.
Something, but he's 0-2 in the playoff games. Next year, he gotta pick it up a little bit.
These are the kind of players I'm good at sniffing out. And I can tell you, I think the Patriots will have a better season with Cam Newton than without. But I don't think it makes a big enough difference in terms of getting to the AFC Championship.
You could be wrong. That's okay.
Or you can.
No. Well, here's my thing. I think... Oh, I don't want to... Nah, I can't say this. Tom Brady's 42 years old. Was 42 years old last year. Cam Newton's fully healthy. I think they might have gotten an upgrade at quarterback.
Were you about to say that he's a 43-year-old man?
No. I'll save that for Wood when he wants to complain about Brady things. But
maybe you should tell the world who that is.
Oh, sorry. My buddy, Alex Wood.
Shout out.
Old Unpro Opinions podcast partner. I miss those guys, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
He always... he called this... I think this was a few years ago. After the Patriots lost the season opener to the Chiefs, they got blown out. Wood went on the podcast the next week and yelled, "Tom Brady is a 40-year-old man." And
this has become like a joke every year.
It's become a joke because after that, the Patriots went on to win so many more games and a Super Bowl since he said that. So, I think...
So, Tom Brady will be a...
43-year-old man.
There we go.
And I think the Bucs are going to be tremendous, so I really can't crap on Brady that much. I think they're going to be really good. I think the Patriots, so getting into my expectations, they're not the Chiefs, and they're not the Ravens. Are they better than the Texans? I think they are. Are they better than the Titans? I think they are.
I agree with
Are
you
they
there.
better than the Steelers? Yeah, I think they are. It's a matter of them in Buffalo. I
am a Josh Allen fan.
I know. I like Josh Allen too, but he's no Cam Newton.
No.
So, I think the Patriots might have just locked themselves back into a home playoff game. And I think they might win this division now. Because one of those... They're beating Buffalo at least once next year with Cam Newton at quarterback.
Probably.
And they don't have the weapons they did when it was Edelman, and before that it was Wes Welker, and then Randy Moss, and then now it's Edelman still, but N'Keal Harry is an unproven draft pick, and Marquise Lee, a free agent from Jacksonville, is not expected to contribute. Another shout out, 3rd round tight end pick out of Virginia Tech, Dalton Keene added to the roster. Might make a difference. A lot of people crapping on him lately. I think he's right in the list like Ryan Howard did. Dalton Keene is putting some of these analysts.
When Ryan says Ryan Howard, he does not mean the Phillies baseman.
No, I mean
he means the
Office
Ryan Howard.
Everyone knows the episode, or at least the gif of Ryan Howard writing on his list.
Yep.
And that's what Dalton Keene is doing.
Wait
until
he comes back on top. Yep.
Dalton Keene is going to blow everybody out of the water. He's a stud. I called that like 3 years ago. Colorado cool. He's huge. I've talked with him, chatted with him.
Mm-hmm.
Big dude, man. He's going to do some good things.
So, it will be interesting.
So my whole quarterbacks ranking totally went out the window from when we did it last time, because I think Cam Newton's easily a top half quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of people think he's a top half quarterback because...
Although his salary does not show that.
Well, that's okay. Fine. We'll talk about the salary.
I do.
The Patriots are a little cap strapped. Even with losing Brady, they took a cap hit, and they don't have much room to spend in free agency. They're paying Stephon Gilmore a lot. They're paying McCourty's a lot. Edelman has a fairly decent contract, and then Sony Michel's going to be up there. They're pretty cap strapped across specifically the defense. So Cam Newton getting a deal that's worth up to possibly $7.5 million. I mean, clearly no one else is offering him a contract.
Which is interesting.
Which surprised me and makes me a little mad, because he's better than a lot of starters.
But it's also interesting.
Why do you think that's...
Because what are they seeing that we aren't?
They're seeing that they think they have quarterbacks that are better than Cam Newton. They don't want to... Like, the Redskins don't want to crap on Dwayne Haskins' confidence. The Giants don't want to hurt Daniel Jones. The Broncos like what they see in Drew Lock.
The Jets are just too stupid.
The Jets like Sam Darnold, so they don't want to go after. It's okay. So that's what... And, like, Jacksonville was the obvious, Bill Jacksonville's got a, Cam Newton.
Yeah.
They, for some reason, like Gardner Minshew.
I don't know.
I think they're going to have a different, long, flowy-haired quarterback next year, but we'll get to that. I think they're tanking. I think they're going to be bad. That if Gardner Minshew and Mike Glennon is your quarterback room, you're not trying to win games. I'm sorry. You're just not. No Jalen Ramsey. No Calais Campbell.
And it's clear the Patriots aren't trying to tank.
No, I thought the Patriots were like sneakily.
Unless they sneakily know that Cam Newton's terrible and are going to tank.
I don't. I think that roster. I don't think that roster is tanking.
No.
They would have let some guys go.
Yes.
So yeah, Belichick's trying to win. I guess he keeps hearing the noise about people saying, "Oh, Brady is gonna get to the Super Bowl." That's true. In Tampa, and the Super Bowl's in Tampa this year, so Brady wants to bring a Super Bowl to the home team.
Oh, that is so not going to happen.
I know. Well,
that has not happened.
We'll get to that.
Yet.
It's never ever happened.
Yeah.
That's the point. It's never happened.
I know, exactly. And so, I don't see...
You don't see Brady getting the Super Bowl?
I don't.
All right, fine.
I just don't see the Super Bowl team being a home team.
Who's your Super Bowl team out of the NFC?
Ooh. Pressure.
If you say the Bucs are not getting the Super Bowl, who is getting there?
You have to get back to me.
I'll get back to you. All right. AFC. Chiefs right.
I don't want it to be one of them. It's probably Chiefs. I don't want it to be the Ravens.
Yeah. I think the Ravens have a better roster than the Chiefs. But,
I think Ravens aren't closers.
But the Chiefs have the best player in the league, so that will help them.
Yep.
I think if that's the AFC Championship, yeah. But man, the NFC. Ooh. I like the Saints. I like Tampa. I don't like Green Bay as much. I think Green Bay pulls back.
No, I think they're going to implode.
I like Seattle.
Yeah.
I like San Francisco still.
Yep.
NFC's loaded.
Yep.
But probably my top 3 are the Saints. Oof. Saints, 49ers, Buccaneers. Those are my top 3, I think, in the NFC. The Eagles are not getting there.
I'm going to have to get back to you on that one.
What about the Eagles? Your boy, Carson Wentz.
No, he's not my boy. My boy was Nick Foles.
Okay, fine. The Bears, Nick Foles.
I need to see how he does with them.
Okay, fine.
I'm not sure.
But what I was getting to was that another team thought Cam Newton was pretty good.
This is true.
They talked to him.
Unfortunately.
They're Solomia's team, the Cleveland Browns.
Oh, yeah.
Which makes me question, do they have confidence in Baker Mayfield? So, as a Browns fan, A, what do you want to see from Baker Mayfield this year?
Better.
And no, I want you to talk about this. As a Browns fan, what do you want to see from Baker? And B, what do you think this new coaching staff and these good weapons mean for Baker? How is he going to play?
I want to see Baker evolve his game a little bit. I think he has a fantastic foundation. He has a good arm. I think he's a little bit too predictable. That's what that was his biggest weakness last year.
22 touchdowns, 21 interceptions.
Yes. And I don't think those interceptions were because he's bad at throwing. I think they figured out his pattern of where he runs, and he felt pressure, and he panicked, and couldn't adjust.
He didn't really have a coach that would help him.
Thankfully, this is a fixable issue. This is not like, he needs to completely redevelop his arm. This is like, don't run right every single time when you are having someone run at you.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. That's trainable. I think this coaching staff will benefit him greatly. I think that he, although I liked how scrappy our coaching staff was last year, I don't think that's...
You found a positive thing about last year's coaching
Yes,
staff?
I thought they were scrappy and exciting and new. And that's kind of fun.
Did it work, though?
But it doesn't work with the team that they built.
Mm-hmm.
You need to have a totally different kind of team if you're going to use that kind of coaching staff. You need someone who knows how to talk to quarterbacks. Kevin Stefanski knows how to talk to quarterbacks. He has, Kirk Cousins under him, 1,000 times better with the Minnesota Vikings than with the Redskins, without question. He's actually
had his best season with Sean McVay as a Redskin, but
true,
like statistics
wise, but that's
his last 2 years in Minnesota, he's been pretty good.
Yes, he has been more consistent.
Yes,
and that is what Baker needs. So I'm really excited about that. I also just think in general, Baker is surrounded by guys who understand these players a lot better and understand how to keep them motivated, and that motivation is not being their friend. Motivation is being the tough guy. And all of these coaches, like when you look at their pictures, they look scary. They look serious. They don't look like they're going to be your...
gives off a Joaquin Phoenix Joker vibe. I don't know why. He just
a little bit, yeah. But that's just from his
scary.
Like,
he looks like he's on drugs all the time. He's like, oh.
I was going to sooner say, like, he looks like that dad who's going to, like, kick your ass. Like, he's waiting.
Have her home by 9.
Not only that, like, he's sitting on that couch in your living room because he knows that you snuck out and you're coming home late and you're trying to sneak back into the house, and he's sitting there with, like, one light on. That's Kevin Stefanski. And I think that is the kind of coach we need, because they were a mess in terms of discipline.
Who between us liked Baker Mayfield more coming out of college?
You.
I did.
You. Because I don't like immature quarterbacks.
Yeah, and he's still immature.
He's immature, but he has gotten so much better.
Well, I need to see it, because I liked Baker more than you did when he came out of college.
Yes.
And he came in and lit up the league, and I was one of his biggest fans. I thought he was a top 10 quarterback going into last year, and then last year decided to happen, and he was bad.
Yes.
So my thing with Baker is you need to understand, I am rooting for him.
It's hard to tell.
Seeing him play bad does not make me happy. I don't want to have to talk about him being bad again. That was not exciting for me last year. You were miserable.
I was miserable.
You would throw 3 interceptions, and you would just, roll over in your chair.
I stopped watching mini games.
Stop watching. So, yeah, Baker being bad is bad for me. It's bad for the NFL. Trust me, it's bad. Trust me, Baker. The NFL needs Baker and the Browns to be good.
Yes.
The NFL is better when the Browns are good. Just like it's better when the Giants are good, then the Cowboys are good. But believe it or not, when the Redskins are good, the NFL is good. When the Patriots are good,
yep,
the NFL is good. It's those teams. The Browns are one of those big teams. The Steelers.
They're a historic team, and everyone
Raiders.
wants to see them succeed.
I'm talking about historic teams. The
Bears. Oh,
Packers, when those teams are good, like, nobody cares when the Jets are good.
No.
Nobody cares when, believe it or not, nobody cares when Tampa's good.
Nope.
Like,
Tampa, Miami, those teams, nobody cares.
The Browns are in that echelon. Like I said, the Raiders, the Broncos. The NFL is fantastic.
Did you say the Giants?
Yes.
Okay.
Giants, Eagles.
Redskins are hit or miss.
No, trust me.
People are happy.
As an unbiased...
Yes.
The NFL is better when the Redskins are good.
Yes, I agree with that. Their fan base is iffy.
No, when the fan base shows up to their games, I'm looking at you guys. If you don't show up to some damn games this year, I swear.
Of course, I'm now looking at Ryan.
I live 5 hours away. I'm not giving my money to that owner. So that's what that is.
But if we can.
Wait. Oh, but the Redskins, Browns, that's not giving money to the owner.
No.
But did you hear the news today that companies, investors, and people that end up totaling $625 billion, like this includes Nike and stuff, want the Redskins to change their name?
Really? Ooh, another podcast idea.
Yes. We just heard a big boom. I think there's some fireworks.
There are so many fireworks going off.
It's always the 4th of July. So
we're also in West Virginia, where they've been having fireworks go off for essentially 2 weeks now. It's driving me crazy.
What I was saying was, I think it's time the Redskins, they're going to change their name.
I think so, too.
I mean, if $625 billion are on the line.
Yeah.
Redskins are going to change their name.
And there's so many great ideas out there. And I am a big fan of two.
Red Hogs.
Red Hogs and Warriors are my 2 favorites.
Yeah. There's some, I mean, we don't know what the owner's thinking. We don't know what the general manager's thinking. But anyway.
We're adding you, Dan Snyder.
So, wow, you said his name. I'm not even brave enough to say his name.
I am brave enough.
He is a despicable human.
I will say his name.
Second, third worst owner in team sports.
Okay. All team sports?
All team sports.
Okay.
Number 1, Jim Dolan.
Okay.
New York Knicks.
Agreed.
Oh, gosh, he might be second. Because the Browns owner's tough.
Shh.
I'll go 2A, 2B.
Okay, just because we got to go on this tangent now.
Why?
If you're going to say that our owner has made many mistakes of wanting to restart, kind of rebrand the Browns. But, the one thing he is not, if you don't like hearing my opinions.
Okay.
It
is called the RyPod, though, so they only care about my opinion.
I made the design and the logo.
Okay.
I'll peace out on you.
No.
I can drop a mic.
Talk to myself
in the closet. I'll go outside. I have a nice TV.
No.
Okay.
No.
So the Browns owner, the one thing that people forget about is he is not stubborn. He will change his mind. He is the kind of guy who unfortunately will change his mind a little too easily and is swayed by many other people's opinions. But what I appreciate that more than what Dan Snyder is doing. Dan Snyder is essentially like, it's my way or the highway. Anyone who disagrees with me, get off my team. And that is so much worse. That is toxic because you can't change with the problem because your owner is the problem. Here, my owner is not the problem. I just need to sell him on the next best idea and hope he actually sticks to it.
And hope it works.
Yeah. But he will change his mind.
He got sold on the tight ends coach turned offensive coordinator for 6 games turned head coach.
Yes.
I got this team, coach. I got this team, Mr. Owner. All right. Freddie Kitchens, boom, got it. Baker was good with you. Boom, he sucked.
Yeah.
So.
But at least he's willing to try multiple things. Okay. Dan Snyder will not try new things.
Here's the thing. The Redskins are in no position to win right now.
No.
The Browns kind of are.
Yeah, I know.
They have a quarterback on a rookie contract.
Yep.
Studs. Oh, and I want to say, Baker's going to have to swallow a lot of pride this year. Kevin Stefanski loves to run that football.
Oh, I know.
Offense. And he's got 2 studs in the backfield.
Yeah.
Nick Chubb in the running for best running back. And Kareem Hunt, people forgot about because, he kicked a woman. But
but he's still there.
He's still there.
And also still good.
He's still pretty good. He's quick. He catches balls out of the backfield. Stefanski's in heaven with those 2. But
yes.
anyway.
He is.
Okay.
Also, one thing. Baker has worked out a lot. He looks so much better.
He was chubby.
Year 2 Baker, I was like, you ate a few too many cheese fries.
It was hard.
I'm like, are you just going home and eating your entire bucket of Mitchell's ice cream?
Yeah.
Shout out to Mitchell's ice cream.
Delicious.
Delicious ice cream out of Cleveland. Absolutely amazing. And I'm sure Baker has eaten there. But
we just improved their business by none.
Yeah.
All right. So, speaking of Baker, I want to get to this now. We're going to play a game.
Woohoo.
You and I are going to play a game. We're both going to participate, but you're going to ask me first.
Okay.
And then I'll ask you. You have the list there.
I do.
I want you to ask in that order.
Okay.
And I will tell you if I would take Baker Mayfield or said quarterback. There's a lot of talk about Baker Mayfield. I see him in the top. I see him in the bottom. And we are the obvious, all-knowing Baker Mayfield. We've watched more Baker Mayfield games than a lot of people have. I watched him in college a lot.
That's
and
true.
For some reason, I watched these damn Browns games.
Hey, you love me?
Okay.
We're getting married in
let's
Cleveland.
play.
You just got to suck it up.
Let's play. Go.
All right. Number 1.
All right.
Baker Mayfield or Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah. I'm not even going to try to argue that one. That one, I mean, that would just be stupid.
Okay.
Number 2. Baker Mayfield or Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson, MVP. You're lying.
You know,
people, she is going to say she would take Baker Mayfield over the MVP of the league. I want to hear her say it now.
I can't breathe.
She's not. Move on. Next one.
Wait.
No. Next one.
I have to say it in this particular way.
No.
Lamar Jackson, if
No.
he had never been a Raven, Lamar Jackson over
Oh,
Baker.
God.
But because he was a Raven,
Okay.
I just can't.
Next.
One. I'm sorry, my phone locked
You don't
itself.
have to do the Baker Mayfield or
Next one.
every time. But if you want to, that's fine.
I'm not going to now.
Why? Because I said it?
Yep.
No, you can do it if you want.
Yep.
It's fine.
Baker Mayfield or Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson.
Yeah. I also 100% agree with that.
Russell Wilson's one of the best quarterbacks I've ever seen. So.
Yeah, I just have to make that little disclaimer with Lamar Jackson, but we are so far 3 for 3. Baker Mayfield or, at Colin Cowherd, Sam Darnold. Oh no.
Baker Mayfield.
Okay, I'm like, please don't take that much time to answer. No.
This much.
No, not that.
By this much.
Everyone, he is pinching his fingers very close together, and I am very upset.
Baker's thought it's close.
Mine is not even close.
I'll go Baker. Go. Next one.
Baker for sure.
Go.
Next one. Baker Mayfield or Josh Allen. This one's close for me.
It's close for me. I have this italicized on my list.
Ooh.
I will go Josh Allen only because he's taking his team to the playoffs.
Fair.
And he can run. And he's got a wicked cannon.
I'm going to go...
I'd take Josh Allen. And the italicizer, by the end of the year, I could change my mind.
Yes.
So, now,
without question. And it's really hard because, honestly, if you were to show me year one Baker versus year one Josh Allen, I would pick Baker.
It wouldn't be close.
And it's only because if Baker had been a little above average in his year 2, it would probably still be Baker over Josh Allen. The only difference is that Baker really had an awful year last year. Yeah. That's why it's so close for me. I'm going to go with Baker just because he's my boy.
All right, next.
Baker Mayfield or Kyler Murray.
I take Kyler Murray.
I struggle with this one. It's not easy. Just because they haven't been great, and we've only seen 1 year of him.
I'd take Kyler Murray.
It's really hard.
Kyler Murray.
I'm going with Bake.
Wow. Okay, fine.
I think Kyler Murray might have a worse second year,
right.
Similar to Baker. Next one, Dak Prescott.
I take Dak.
I do not take Dak.
Dak's won his division twice. He's
sure.
okay.
Sure. Yeah, that's true. No.
He has. But Dak's won the division twice.
I know, but his personality is so bad.
He's getting paid a lot of money.
He's getting paid a lot of money to do nothing.
Next one, come on.
Carson Wentz.
Carson Wentz. I take Carson Wentz.
Carson Wentz.
Pretty easily.
Carson Wentz healthy, I agree. The only reason I disagree is because I think that Baker gets injured way less and power stores injuries more than Carson Wentz.
Okay.
Nick Foles.
I take Baker.
Yes.
Because
Nick Foles is fantastic with the Eagles, and that's it.
And he's not there anymore.
Yeah. Right. Tom Brady. Whoa, you have to think about this one.
Because obviously, for 5 years, I'll take Baker. But is this for right now? Is this for right now?
Let's go with yes, and then also
I'll
no.
take Brady.
Okay, and then now I'm going to go with no.
For next year, I want Brady.
Okay.
For the future, I want Baker because Brady's 43.
Yeah, he's not going to look so good in 5 years.
So, I'll take...
He'll be
That's impossible. I'll take Brady.
In 5 years?
No.
He'll be a 48-year-old man.
Question?
Well...
I didn't give you a question. Right now, I'll take Brady, but in 5 years, I won't.
Aha. I think even in 2 years, you won't.
All right.
Honestly, 45-year-old man.
Fine.
Baker Mayfield or Drew Brees?
It's the same thing.
It is.
I'll take Drew Brees right now.
Yeah.
But...
they're both very...
Yeah,
they're going to
in a couple
become...
years, I'll take Baker.
Yeah, because both Brady and Brees...
For next year, I'll say Drew Brees, because I think they can win the Super Bowl.
Agreed. Baker Mayfield or Phillip Rivers?
I'll take Baker.
I agree with that.
Phillip Rivers... I mean, I would say that...
Phillip Rivers needs a specific...
turns the ball over as much as Baker Mayfield and is old.
Yeah.
So I'll take the younger guy
who's a little more moldable than Phillip Rivers. I feel like Phillip Rivers is kind of stuck in the way he does things. He's not going to change much.
We'll see with the new team Phillip Rivers is on. But
that's true.
Right now, I'll take Baker.
Baker or Ben Roethlisberger?
Oof.
The other old man.
Yeah. Last time we saw Ben, he led the NFL in passing.
Yes, and then he broke himself.
Elbow.
And we haven't seen him play broken.
It's the same as Brady and Brees. I'll take Ben right now.
See, the only difference is here that Brady did not have any serious injuries last year. Brees had kind of.
He had a thumb.
Ben had it much worse.
Yeah.
And with Ben, with that kind of injury, I don't know.
By that much, I'd take Ben right now. But 3 years
from
now...
He again is pinching his fingers very close together when he says that.
Ben by that much.
I need to help our listeners understand what you're...
that means. All right, next.
Baker or Teddy Bridgewater?
Close one. Baker.
Ooh. I'm getting much happier.
Close.
Baker or Jared Goff?
Baker.
Really?
Yeah.
Explain.
Jared Goff kind of stinks. I mean, Sean McVay is this kind of, know-all guy, and Jared Goff was really bad last year. I'd take Baker.
This is true. Although Baker lost to Jared Goff.
That was not a duel of quarterbacks, trust me.
No.
I watched that game.
That's true. Yeah, that was definitely a duel of coaching. Baker or Derek Carr?
Why do people hate Derek Carr?
I don't.
They're giving up on him. I'll take Derek Carr.
I'm going to pass just because I haven't watched enough games of Derek Carr.
He throws. He's too accurate for me.
He's too accurate?
Yeah, too accurate to be worse than Baker. So.
I thought you meant in general. I thought that was like a negative.
I'll take Derek Carr.
Okay. Baker or Jimmy G?
I'll take Garoppolo.
See, I don't think I would take Garoppolo. He disappointed me a lot last year.
In the Super Bowl
But in general, like when I watched the 49ers play the Browns, which was the worst game to ever watch on the planet.
Dominated.
No, but it
Yes,
really
he
wasn't
did.
him.
It was.
It really wasn't.
He hit the wide open George Kittle and.
But
know,
it wasn't even.
he's throwing dimes.
It was mostly everybody else.
Dude,
He's an
was-
average quarterback.
Yes. So
He's-
was Baker.
No, I know, but I don't think it's like easy peasy. Like, okay, it's Jimmy G. I think it's closer
All right.
because Jimmy G has a lot of people who are, supporting him.
Yeah.
If those people weren't there, he'd be really bad. He'd be Jared Goff bad.
Yeah.
My phone unlocked again. I'm sorry. Now for yours. Battle of Us. Baker, Dwayne Haskins.
Baker.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
I'm rooting for Dwayne, but he hadn't shown me anything yet.
He also looks fantastic with his
In
workouts.
practice,
No,
with no pads.
No, I'm saying like right now he looks a lot healthier than he
does.
did.
Yeah.
Him and Baker, they were both really eating their feelings last year. Baker or Daniel Jones?
Baker.
I'm glad you said that one.
I don't like Daniel Jones.
Neither do I.
Baker.
I'm not a huge fan. Baker or Drew Lock? I have not seen him play, so I have a hard time with
He's
this one.
italicized. I'll take Baker, but my mind could change at the end of the year.
You really think that much?
I think he's really good.
Really?
I think he's really good.
But also, I haven't seen him play, so I've literally never watched a game.
He went. I mean, it was 4 games, but he went 3-1. I mean, he looked really good. They've got receivers now. I'm saying, like I said, I'll take Baker right now. At the end of the year, could change my mind.
Interesting. All right. Baker or Kirk Cousins?
Kirk Cousins.
I'm going to say this very specifically. Right now, as of how I saw last year, Kirk Cousins as well. But it's going to be interesting to see what Stefanski can do with Baker. Because he did improve Kirk Cousins a lot. Because honestly, Kirk Cousins prior to Kevin Stefanski, I don't know if I'd be saying Kirk Cousins.
We'll see.
So
I'd take Kirk.
that's going to be interesting. Baker or Ryan Tannehill?
Oof. See, Tannehill got to an AFC championship, but he wasn't necessarily good.
No, he's kind of like another Jimmy G in a good situation.
Yeah. Oh, this one's tough. Gosh.
Not to say that Baker's in a bad situation, but
the Browns are a bad situation. But
no, they're not.
they were last
Well, he
year.
has good, he has good weapons. He just doesn't have a good offensive line.
I'll take Baker.
Ooh, yay, that makes me happy.
I'll take Baker.
All right, obviously, I know this answer. Baker or Cam Newton?
Cam Newton.
Yeah.
He's more mobile. Got into a Super Bowl. He's won the MVP. I'll take Cam Newton.
I'm happy the Browns didn't take him or sign him because that would have sucked and been the wrong choice.
Yep.
Baker or, as some people called him, Baker 2.0, which I completely disagree with, and it's definitely negative 2.0.
You mean you're saying Baker is a poor man's?
Gardner Minshew.
I'll take Baker.
Thank you. I was really disappointed in last year's memes. They made me very upset.
You're not a fan of the jorts?
No!
The Van Dan and the
No,
stash?
no.
Okay.
Baker is so much better
I'll take Baker.
than... Also, what a name.
Yeah. What a name for Baker Mayfield.
That is much better than...
It's similar. It's the same thing.
Although they both have
Mick,
first names that kind of
last
sound...
names.
No.
They are.
That's not what I was trying to say, though.
trying to say?
I was trying to say they both have first names that sound like occupations, Gardner and Baker.
Oh, God.
Although Gardner is a gardener, not gardener.
Okay.
But, Okay, Baker or Andy Dalton?
Right now?
Yeah.
Baker.
Good. Why do you think it'll be different?
Well, no, because Andy Dalton's not going to start for the Cowboys.
Nope. Unless something tragic happens.
I think Andy Dalton's better than people think he is, but I would take Baker over him right now.
Next, Baker or his brand new rival, Joe Burrow.
Again, my mind could change, but I'll say Baker.
Yeah, I think Burrow needs to prove himself in the NFL.
I mean, I've told you this. I think the Bengals are going to be bad.
They're going to be awful. And it's not Burrow's fault.
Burrow could throw for 3,600 yards. See, okay, while we're on this tangent, I think Burrow is going to play as good as he can. He will throw for 3,600 yards, 20 touchdowns, and 18 interceptions. And that's okay. He's a rookie. He might win Rookie of the Year with those numbers. I don't know. But the Bengals are going to be so bad.
They are.
They have no offensive line.
They are actual trash.
They can't stop the run. They can't run the ball. They have A.J. Green, maybe. We don't know. So the Bengals are going to be... They're going to be bad next year.
Yeah. Baker or Tua Tagovailoa.
Well, I don't know if Tua's healthy.
Yeah.
And I don't know if Tua starts week 1 next year. So, I'll say Baker.
But your mind could change.
I don't know. No, I don't think my mind will change next year.
I also agree with that.
I'll say Baker.
And this last one... that and quote, and I'm a little upset that you put this on the list, and to quote my dear cousin, that's so rude. Baker or Trevor Lawrence. I'm sad.
I take Trevor Lawrence.
Oh yeah.
Right now, yes, I would.
That's so rude.
I think Trevor Lawrence is gonna be tremendous.
Absolutely not.
He's gonna walk into the NFL and be a top half quarterback. I'm dead serious. I don't care where he goes.
That's so mean.
Why? Why is it so mean?
Because he hasn't played a game in the NFL.
That's fine.
Or has been drafted yet.
That's okay.
Something tragic could still happen to him. He could become completely broken in the next year.
Ask me again. Ask me again.
No.
Ask me one more time.
Baker or Trevor Lawrence. That's 100%. So rude.
So, let me count. Let me highlight again. So, I think Baker is the... I'm ranked as the 15th best quarter. That's not right. Well, there are 15 guys on this list that I'd take over him.
Okay.
So he'd be 16, 17. That sounds about right? Is that crazy?
How many, out of how many?
Well, it doesn't matter. Like, ranked, it doesn't matter how many it's out of.
That's true.
If he's a starter,
15th best
if he's a starter, it's out of 32 teams.
Well, yeah.
So, is 16th, is that
no,
crazy?
that's about right,
is that
actually.
Crazy? Is that so disrespectful?
Considering how badly he played last year, that's not so bad.
But, like, you're...
I only argued a few of them differently.
Like, I said that I have, like, 16. You have so many of them not... So you have him probably, like, 8th or 9th, which is insane to me.
No, I only I disagreed with you.
But...
I'm sorry. It's too late now.
Yeah, it's too late to count. I'm tired. I want to go to bed. It's tired. It's late.
What time is it?
10.
Oh, it's 10:30. Oh, yeah. Maybe we have to get up at 8:30. This is a good point.
Yeah. Well, that was fun. I liked that game.
That was a fun game. It was a little less rude than I thought it was going to be.
Really? Wait, okay. Who on that list did you think that I said I would take Baker over that you were surprised?
Oh,
who were you surprised that I said Baker
honestly
instead of the other quarterback?
Wait, which ones did you say?
Oh, I have them bolded here.
I kind of need to see because I don't remember some of the ones at the beginning.
On my list.
Bolded means
I would take the quarterback.
I was surprised at Jared Goff.
Oh, really? Okay.
Teddy Bridgewater.
Yeah.
Phillip Rivers.
Yeah.
And honestly, Joe Burrow and Tua a little bit.
Really?
Surprised me.
Like I said, Joe Burrow could change.
Just because I was thinking that with Joe Burrow, you were going to be thinking in terms of stats more than the team's ability. Like the team stats. Like his personal ones.
You gotta talk into the microphone. She's
I'm
it straight up at the ceiling. Who is talking to you from the ceiling?
You are.
Oh, no, I'm sitting on the other side of the room.
Shh.
We're social distancing.
We are. I mean, it's like 3 feet.
Yeah, it's ain't 6 feet.
It's not great. Also, we're in the same household,
Yeah,
so I
also,
don't know if
yeah,
it matters.
It's fine.
It's okay.
All right.
Also, our dog is with us here.
He's
And
been sleeping this whole time.
he's sleeping on my sweatshirt. It's
We're
really
recording
cute.
this from my camera, and the camera has been pointing at him the whole time.
Because
Really
he looks way cuter than we do right now.
cute. Oh, yeah. We look like crap.
Yep.
All right. That was cool. Don't want to know when the next podcast will come out.
Well, hopefully when we finish watching.
Oh, yes. The Marvel movies.
Yes.
Very exciting. We're going to divulge from sports a little bit.
Woohoo!
Talk some movies.
It is called the RyPod, not Rye Sports Pod.
Sports. We can talk about whatever. Next movie we need to watch is Guardians 2, right? That's next.
Yes.
Okay.
We finished Doctor Strange
then,
finally.
Yeah. So we're in the beginning of Phase 3. So let's go back from Phase 1 to Phase 2. What was the favorite movie you've watched?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Phase 1 to Phase 2.
Or you can pick what your favorite in Phase 1 and your favorite in Phase 2. Or
Oh, yes. I want to do that.
Okay. So
Phase 1, yes, I do. I need to remind.
Okay. So Phase 1.
I don't remember which. Some of them I can't remember which one's Phase 1, which one's Phase 2.
Phase 1 was Iron. Can I go like first movie, then last movie? So first one was Iron Man, and the last movie of Phase 1 was Avengers. So everything between there. That's an obvious. My favorite in Phase 1 is the Avengers.
Mine is between, actually, funny enough, Iron Man and Avengers. Yeah. I like the Avengers because of personal reasons.
Yeah. It's our first date.
It was our first ever date.
Yeah.
If anyone was wanting to know more about us as a couple, which probably you don't care. But then I also love Iron Man. Yep. I think it's a solid movie. And I love Tony Stark and Robert Downey Jr. so much. And it was Robert Downey Jr. getting to, like, show himself as a good actor again. Because people didn't trust him.
All right. And then Phase 2 was Iron Man 3 to Ant-Man. I think Ant-Man was the last one. Or yes, or Civil War. I don't know. Either Ant-Man or Civil War was the last one. Or
I feel like it was Civil War.
All right, Civil War then.
Yeah, I think it was Civil War.
My favorite movie in Phase 2. I know my least favorite movie was Thor 2.
That is sucks. Also Thor 1.
Thor 1 is also just as
also
bad. Just as bad.
Yeah. Okay. Honestly, it might be worse.
Yeah. Phase 2.
Just because of Thor's hair and eyebrows. Yeah. If you guys ever rewatch that, please stare at his eyebrows the entire time because they make me uncomfortable.
Favorite movie of Phase 2 is also not Age of Ultron. That
no.
So forgettable.
I
don't remember what happened in
it. Yeah, every time I'm like, we watch it and I'm like, what happened?
I'll say.
Also, why in the world were they together? Why did they put Hulk and Black Widow?
I don't know.
That didn't make sense.
All right, I got one for you. This
what?
Is my favorite.
Which one?
Oh no, it's between two.
Okay.
Do you want me to say both or pick one?
You can say both. I said both too. So.
It's between Winter Soldier and Guardians of the Galaxy. I'd probably say Guardians.
Mine would be Guardians of the Galaxy and Civil War.
Okay.
Yes.
Not a Winter Soldier fan.
I like Winter Soldier a lot. But I love Chris Pratt.
Yes. I remember when I first saw Guardians, I loved it like a while ago. But I rewatched Winter Soldier for the first time in probably 5 years, a couple weeks ago, and it's
that is a fantastic movie. Yes.
So, yeah, I'd
so important. Also,
yes, I'll say Guardians. That's my favorite from Phase 2.
That's a good choice. I really, really love Civil War. I've always loved that movie.
All right, so then later we will start Guardians 2 and then keep going up until Far From Home.
And then maybe if anyone wants to come up with different things, we should rank.
Yeah.
Even if they aren't
I've got
sports
some ideas,
related.
Though.
You do?
I got like Pixar movies.
Ooh! Oh yeah, we've been on a Disney binge.
Star Wars.
Ooh, Star Wars is a good choice too.
Harry Potter or Twilight.
Oh yeah. For Twilight, it'll also be like the ranking of which movie is the funniest.
Oh,
even though they're not supposed to be
funny, but they're all hilarious and it's great.
If anyone ever needs a laugh, please watch.
Yes. When we feel like we need a laugh, we're going to do the Twilight review podcast.
Oh, yes.
Because it's going to be great.
We tend to rewatch those movies just because we want to laugh at something.
All right. Well, we've taken enough of your time, and we want to go to bed, so...
And we're getting a little ridiculous and delirious.
Yeah. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. See y'all next time. Well, not see ya. Hear y'all next time. No. Wait. Time out. Y'all hear us next time. I can't get these endings right. Bye now.